Okay, for sure. Good luck. Good looking on King Capricorn. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I have my little Bluetooth connected to my speaker. I was flunked out. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me now? Let me know. But yeah, I think y'all can hear me. With all that being said, like I'm gonna restate everything. Let me know what house you got Moon and Aries participating in. For example, if you a Leo rising, you got this Moon and Aries be participating in your ninth house based on what kind of cusp you got and what kind of degree you got going down. And with all that being said, the Moon and Aries is all about this individualistic energy. So you've been taking everything personal. All right, peace to you, Kid Capricornio. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing your thing. Keep on letting me know. You feel me? Sometimes y'all gotta let me know. So I think I've done that a couple of times. I think the last video, actually no, 2 videos ago, I did that same thing. Had to delete the whole video and all that shit. I was like, God damn, shit. I'm having me salty. You feel me? But yeah, okay. So at this point in time, it's all about your status because we got the Sun in Capricorn. It's all about that blueprint. So right now we're trying to learn how to be an individual with that blueprint that we've created and try to actually, you know what I'm saying, figure out a map and how to map it out and put the square out the circle kind of thing. With all that being said, don't take everything too personal at this point in time because this Moon in Aries is going to teach you how to, okay, keep on running down the hallway. You're going to see something here, you're going to see something here. You got to keep on going until you get to your destination. But see what I'm saying? But the difference between that and the Capricorn actually want to take their time and see everything. They might even stop in. You know what I'm saying? If this is like an esoteric hallway and all the zodiac signs running, Aries is going to keep on running until the end. They want to be first. You know what I'm saying? They want to be first to finish. The Capricorn might just like take their time, you know what I'm saying? Stop in the little classroom and start learning something. But the Aries like, oh, I already knew everything about this already. You know what I'm saying? So that's how like the square plays out, is that the Capricorn wants to take his time and the Aries wants to just, you know what I'm saying, speed through everything. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like my little platform is flunked out. There we go. You know what I'm saying? I think that was cool. But yeah, okay, we're gonna get to the houses now. So with this being said, if you have the moon in Aries, pardon me, if we have Aries rising, then the moon in Aries is obviously going to be participating in the first house. So it's all about the personal affairs or personality or personal traits or what's going on in your individual life. You know what I'm saying? So it might be things going on around you, but it's at the end of the day, it's all about the energy is being represented in your personal life, right? So with this being said, you need to see how to feel. You're going to be feeling about your individualistic. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be seeing your new individuality being played out at this point in time. You're going to also be learning from the moon in Capricorn, which is going to participate in your 10th house. So you're going to be learning how to be the boss, essentially. Learn how to be the boss of your actual status that you've initiated and created. You know what I'm saying? I got to catch my breath. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Hold up. You know what I mean? If you have the moon in the second house, you know what I'm saying, that would be for the Pisces rising. So Pisces is going to have Aries in the second house, which is going to be all about the values. So at this point in time, you're going to be finding how to be an individual in your values and what you value. You know what I'm saying, of your person, places, and things. And with this being said, you're going to be having these associates that you're going to be learning from. Like they're going to be valuing certain things. They're going to be having their own little blueprint of them being the boss of a certain thing. You're going to have to learn how to be the boss of what you value and how to interact that with your associates. That's what's going down for the Pisces. And then moving forward for the Aquarius, Aquarius is having Aries in the third house, so they're able to see the opportunity. So they're seeing an opportunity on how to relate with their environment or how to communicate with their environment on how they're being individualistic and they're take part in that group essentially is what's going on for the Aquarius. But they're also having to learn, okay, based on the dream that I want to accumulate, how do I have to interact in the environment to actually accumulate this dream, essentially? So whatever they have, in their mind to actually build, they're going to be learning how to interact with the environment to actually accumulate that, and how to be the boss of their environment, and how to be the boss of that dream. You know what I'm saying? So with all this being said, the Capricorn in the 12th house, which would be Aquarius, is just going to have to interact with that focus energy. So then moving forward, the Capricorn rising, you know what I'm saying, is having the square energy. So it's going to be having the Aries in the fourth house. So based on their private life and their privacy and the way that they're interacting with the home, they're going to be learning how to be playing out this personal boss energy, being the boss of your personal affairs. You're being an individual in your own right. And with this being said, you're having that. The Aries in the fourth house. So the Aries in the fourth house, there's going to be an individual in your home or in your private life or in your private sector that's going to be playing out this individual energy, but you're also going to be having your own circumstance being played out like, this is how I actually want things to play out. But it's going to be, you compromising and learning how to be, you know what I'm saying, with the environment and things like that. Pardon me, not with the environment, playing out with your how you want to personally be and how you want to interact with that. All right, I need to figure this out in a different way. Hold on, I'm about to just hold this, John. This has been kind of a funny little thing been playing out throughout this whole video. So yeah, with this being said, we have we're having having the Sagittarius, which is going to have the Aries in the fifth house. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to be having a trine. So they're going to be able to create the opportunity, creating an opportunity of how to interact with their expression and how to be an individual with their expression. But they're also going to be learning how to utilize that with the Capricorn energy based on it being a square. So the opportunity is going to be created based on them being both fire signs, you know what I'm saying, between the moon and the rising sign, between Sagittarius and Aries. And then with the Capricorn, they're going to be having the Capricorn in the second house, so they're going to be learning how to value, you know what I'm saying, value their expression. So essentially, Sagittarius has to see what they're the boss of and their values, and then utilize that value to then express it and be the individual in that expression. So then moving forward, the Scorpio rising is having the in conjunction based on it being in the sixth house if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, with the Aries. And with this being said, there's going to be a misunderstanding. The Scorpio is going to misunderstand how to interact with these individuals and how the routine and pattern is everyone being their own individual self. But then they're going to have to learn from that Capricorn energy in the third house. So they're going to learning from their environment how to interact and have a routine and pattern, saying with each other and oneself. So essentially, Scorpio has to like kind of break out of their shell a little bit and actually see how others operate and see, oh, okay, maybe I can be an individual in this way, but also still play out my own individual passion and things like that. So Scorpio is familiar with this Mars energy, but they'd rather be inward with the Mars. They don't want everyone to know how passionate they are, like the Aries energy. So the Aries energy is a little bit of a misunderstanding for the Scorpio because they're actually experiencing everyone else being just as passionate as they are. So then with the Libra rising, they're having the Aries in the seventh house. So based on them being opposite, so they're gonna have to um, they're gonna have to find balance, or they're either gonna have to create a compromise between how they're relating with others at this point in time and how they feel like relating, because everyone's going to be an individual, and the Libra's going to want to create a relatable circumstance and a compromising circumstance, and the Aries doesn't always want to do that. And also based on the Libra being a square to the other cardinal sign Capricorn, them having that Capricorn in the fourth house, the Libra's going to be having to learn how to interact with their home and also feel about their relationship. So they have to be an individual, and pretty much the Libra has to learn how to be an individual at this point in time, but also be a genuine individual. So create that real balance. So it's not always easy for every Libra to actually interact that balance whenever they actually need to. You know what I'm saying? This is their like, this is their kind of time to shine. We're gonna see how it play out. So yeah, with all that being said, we 12 minutes in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 12 minutes in tribe. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like saying that. That's a new little thing I just created. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? When you're a real YouTube creator, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, with all this being said, us having the Virgo, I'm saying with the Virgo in the eighth, having the Aries in the eighth house, Virgo rising having the Aries in the eighth house, they're gonna be having this misunderstanding, alike to the Scorpio. So they're gonna be misunderstanding how to interact with these individuals, and also be playing out the routine and pattern. Kind of a part of me, not the routine and pattern, but alike to how the Scorpio had to, you know, what I'm saying, deal with people's routine and pattern based on it being in the sixth house. The Virgo has to deal with it based on these people being in their behind the scenes and their secrets, you know what I'm saying, and the way that they actually transform things. So at this point in time, the Virgo has to see how people are pretty much misunderstanding how these people are being individuals, and also these details that are occurring, and based on that, you know what I'm saying, they're also having to learn how to express themselves based on this Capricorn action. I'm saying that the Virgo still wants to be the boss of the Capricorn, but they also have to learn how to do it based on the circumstances that they're in right now, and actually transform things behind the scenes and with these actual individuals, and be their own individual. Essentially, is what the Virgo has to do. Is you know what I'm saying, just take their own power back, kind of like the Scorpio should just really take their own power back and be outward with their own Mars. But it's hard for them because they feel like it's actually more beneficial to be a bit more secretive, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? But I got an Aries South Node, so I understand how the Aries get down. And I'd rather just be outward with the Mars, and, you know what I'm saying, just like, you know what I'm saying, call you out for who you are, and, you know what I'm saying, a snake for a snake kind of thing. I see a snake for a snake, a rat for a rat, and, you know what I'm saying, a rooster for a rooster, you know what I'm saying, a chicken for a chicken, kind of thing like that. You know what I'm saying? So with all this being said, that's pretty much how the Virgo should get down, is realize that everyone is already their own individual, so then you also can be your own individual. So I'm saying, if you don't say what you got to say, then nobody's going to say it for you, kind of thing. So with all this being said, going to the Leo rising, the Leo having the Aries in the ninth house, essentially at this point in time, the Leo's going to have this opportunity and create an opportunity to be their own individual, and also teach about that based on the ninth house, and also maybe travel to be their own individual, is what the Leo's having to, you know what I'm saying, experience going through. If they're not externally traveling, they're traveling in the mind to a place that they've been in which is their own individual space, kind of thing, at this point in time. And based on that, They just got to have their own routine and pattern to actually be the boss of that. You know what I'm saying? So take control of their 6th house, essentially, and have the right routine and pattern to have this opportunity incur. And saying, with this being said, going forward, we have the Cancer rising, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're going to finish out with the Taurus. We only got a couple more houses left. So yeah, with the Cancer rising, they're having the Aries in the 10th house. So they're having to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, be their own individual and be their own individual boss. And based on being this own individual boss, they're having the Capricorn in the 7th house. So take action upon that relationship and take control of that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And then moving forward, yeah, I got kind of lost for a second. Okay, yeah, the Gemini rising is having the Aries in the 11th house. So based on that, they're having a sextile circumstance. So they're able to see the opportunity and see both sides of things. You know what I'm saying? Based on seeing both sides of things, they know what to associate with. But based on them knowing what to associate with, they also have to realize what to actually transform and take control of in that 8th house with Capricorn being there. And learn how to transform and what to be the boss of transforming. You know what I'm saying? And then moving forward, last but not least, the Taurus rising is having the Aries in the 12th house. And based on the Aries in the 12th house, they're having the Capricorn in the 9th house. So based on the Capricorn in the 9th house, they're having to learn how to actually utilize their own and take control of their own ways of teaching and teach that one way of being an individual. You know what I'm saying? So Taurus always know how to be themselves, but it's just they're so stubborn they don't even want to teach anybody else the ways of them their own little ways. And once you figure out the Taurian ways, it's like, oh, but you know what I'm saying, now that you know, you can't go nowhere, kind of thing. That's how the Taurus feel about it. Like once the Taurus lose any kind of person, place, or thing, they feel like somebody like took that from them, like somebody stole something from them. You know what I'm saying? That like hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's a real thing. But yeah, so based on that, the Taurus has to learn how to be their own individual and learn how to utilize that for like their actual dreams and learn how to be that own individual, their own individual that they own that dream about, you know what I'm saying, and be that, you know what I'm saying, whenever we have this circumstance move forward, you know what I'm saying, with this their 10th house energy, they're going to have this Aquarius energy be, you know what I'm saying, put them on the stage. The Taurus going to have to learn at this point in time, comparatively to the Libra, the Cancer, and the Aries, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, with all this being said, at this point in time, you got to learn how to be the boss and learn how to utilize your status to be the boss. See what I'm saying? So I appreciate King Capricorn for letting me know y'all couldn't hear me clearly. So like, I'm glad y'all could hear me clearly. So much love. Holla back. You know what I'm saying? At CONSCIOUS1347 @gmail.com.